God, what do my viewers need to know when they see this message? Okay. And let's get right into it. Father God, clarify the self-worth. Okay. Clarify the thoughts. Clarify healing. Clarify apology. Clarify decisions. Clarify karma. Clarify the beginnings, the action. Clarify the distance. And clarify the amendments. All right, you guys. So we're definitely seeing that some of you are focused on like memorabilia, focused on, thinking back on like how past situations went or how a certain situation, wound up being. But all in all, that you're focused on like, wow, like, I didn't know that I was going to make it through that or how I was going to make it through that, but I trusted my judgment and, came out on the right side of things. And I feel like that's really where you're at. You're like, I can always trust my judgment, right? And for some of you, it's like that has to come with distance. So you may like block people, cut people off, or just not respond, taking a retreat or like taking that time to just figure out what's going on. And that is how you get your manifestations. That's how you mastered the situation and brought in better energy. Okay? Because you take action and have that courage and not wondering about, this, that, and the third, you focus on the positive, you focus on the important things. That's how you got that financial stability. That's how you're building those foundations. That's how you're able to balance as good and as well as you are and be so abundant. You know what I mean? And it sets karma straight because, you're not the best person in the world, but, you understand karma and you understand justice and you try to treat people the best that you can, the way that you want to be treated, so on and so forth. And for you, you focus on the abundance of a situation. You're definitely not somebody who focuses on the negatives. This could be because you're a mother. This could be because, you have a very maternal energy about yourself. You're very nurturing, caring, kind, and compassionate. Could be Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpio individual, okay? And also, it's like you love making decisions. Like, some will see that as control, but you see that as like, a boss. You're like, I'm in control of my life. I'm the captain of my own ship. You know what I mean? And you help other people. And it's like, you've really been working on your patience because, you got a bit of a temper. And it's like, there's a lot of people who come to you with messages and who want to talk and who want to go on and on and on. And you're like, yeah, that's great. But you ultimately help other people to make decisions as well. Or you have somebody who's helping you with that. Okay? Side note, there's some type of an apology happening or some type of forgiveness that needs to happen within a relationship that you're dealing with. Now, this could be with your family. This could be with your friends. This could just be with coworkers. But there's definitely some, backdoor emotions that need to be resolved there. Okay? We do see that you're healing your inner child, though, so perhaps this is dealing with a parental situation, and or this could be you dealing with your children specifically. Yeah, and that's helping you to drop burdens. You're like, yeah, I know I'm not perfect, but you know what? I'm striving better to do this. I'm working on this. Let's try this. You're putting out better energy. You're putting out forgiveness for yourself and for others. And, you're making your goals happen. Just period on that. right? You know, and you're definitely trying not to isolate yourself and just be all up in your head. You know, you're focused on creative tasks that keep you busy, keep you upbeat, and forward moving. And that's something that you may not be talking to people about, but just doing it. You're like, yeah, I got emotions, everybody does, but am I going to dwell on them? No, I'm going to accept them, understand them, and move forward. And that's a blessing. You know what I mean? Because there could be some type of situation where you were being sneaky, or somebody around you was being sneaky, or you thought some type of situation was sneaky. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to just let karma deal with that, because I know my self-worth and I know what I deserve and what I expect out of life. And it's like you're not in the energy of settling at all. You know what I mean? Father God, what's the advice? What's the advice? Wow. Clarify the cycles. Clarify the reunion. Okay, that was a lot. Clarify the Ace of Water. Yeah, period. So that time of anxiety, depression, not having energy, that time of like just being fed up, being done, that is over. Okay, it is time for change for you. It is time for you to move forward and be the creative butterfly that you are, honey bun. Okay, period. And a lot of you are going to reconcile or already have reconciled those situations and, choose to move forward in the better energy because you see the abundance. You know what I mean? Because you see opportunities for what they are. You see the important people for who they are. And that's how you get those beginnings, because you're like, yeah, you think about things in an avant-garde way. You're like, WWJD, what would Jesus do? And like, you just try to you try to see the situation from a bird's eye view. You try to see it from a better perspective. Try not to just seeing it from your side, but you try to see it from their side too. And if you can understand it, then you can forgive it. You know what I mean? And even if you can't understand it, I mean, you're still pretty forgiving, but if you can understand it, you're like, what's understood ain't got to be explained. It's going to work out how it's meant to, regardless. And that's why divine intervention always comes in and kind of helps push you through those situations. And again, you could be Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpio. Some of you, you're getting a blessing in the heart department. Massive healing, massive manifestations, miracles. You're getting relationship balance. You're getting some types of blessings, just multiple blessings, because you know when to walk away. You know when to hold them. You know when to fold them. You know what to do. You trust your intuition. You trust your emotions. And you move forward on that energy. Okay? Father God, any other messages? Wow. Clarify the Venus offer. Yeah, so we see Venus here with offer. So you could have some type of love offer coming through. This could also be an apology. This could be, someone trying to romance you, or somebody, showing you how much they pull up for you, how much they care for you. And you have clarity on this situation. You're like, I know they love me. I know they care. I know they're there for me, so on and so forth. But regardless, you choose to be in your Aquarian energy, cold cut, concise, but also understanding, really analytical, and eccentric. You care for all people, so it's like you really are that person. You really got it together. That being said, for those of you who want a personal reading, it's $55 at Cash App and Venmo. And thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Stay blessed, never stressed, with much peace, much power, much love, much light, and of course, much joy. See you guys next time.